YouTube. So it's Friday the 3rd. This is day 5 of my vacation. It's going too fast, going too fast. You can see all the sun coming through the window. Bright, beautiful day. It's like 1 degrees and -14 out there. So I am not leaving this house. Couldn't pay me to leave this house. Well, maybe, depends how much you pay me. Anyway, my plan is to read Truly Tyler today. This is by Terry Libenson. I'll go ahead and read the synopsis for you. It says, Clicks, Crushes, and Comics. Middle school. Ever since Tyler started getting into art and hanging out with Emmy, his friends and teammates have been giving him a hard time. Emmy is psyched that she gets to work on a comic project with her crush, Tyler, but his friends seem to think she's not cool enough for him. A story about being your true self and trusting your truest friends from the best-selling author Terry Libenson. And apparently there's like a whole series of books based on maybe the other characters that are in this school together. This is the chunker one. But like I said, I'm gonna just chill out. bad choice of words. I'm gonna warm up in the house, and probably anytime I see any like sunshine coming through the windows and sitting on the bed, I'm going to be sitting in it and soaking up that heat from the sun, because it's the only place I'm going to find it today. So on to reading. Gonna get a good cup of coffee too to start my morning. I had to go out in the backyard just to take care of a little bit of ice, break that up, and that's where I got those shots with the geese. But now that sunny spot right there is all mine. I'm gonna lay there and read because my hands are freezing. Ugh. Well, it's 11:30. I am flying through Truly Tyler. I'm really enjoying it. As you can see, I've made quite a dent in it. I'm already on page 150. So I'm gonna take a break, have a bit of lunch. I got another wrap here. Got some like chicken and cheese and lettuce and some ranch and taco dressing in there. I just kind of toasted it up in the microwave. Made one for me and my mom. And I think I'm gonna watch a movie for a bit. Like I said, take a little break from reading. Well, it's actually getting cloudy out there now. So now that we don't see the sun, it's actually warming up. Makes no sense, but that cloud cover, I guess, is insulating a little bit. Anyway, I'm still inside. And now I've wasted enough time. It's almost like 3 o'clock. So I'm gonna jump back into my reading. So I just finished Truly Tyler. It actually was a pretty quick read once you sit down and start just diving into it. Our main character is Tyler in this case. Apparently this is part of an Emmy and Friends series, which I mentioned, and these are some other books in the series. This one's specifically about Emmy. But Tyler's our main character, although this book is told in 2 perspectives, both Tyler and Emmy. Tyler's very into basketball. Everything seems to be pointing towards basketball. His brother was a basketball star in school, and he's in middle school right now. And his father's always asking him about how's basketball going. He doesn't live with him anymore. His parents are divorced. Everything can be basketball, but he's got other interests. He's into art, and so is Emmy. Emmy here has a huge crush on Tyler. Unfortunately, that kind of gets out amongst the school, and everyone's teasing them and everything, but Tyler quickly shuts everything down and becomes friends with Emmy, much to the chagrin of his other friends. They're always kind of still teasing him about, is that your girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. But that aside, one day in art class, the teacher assigns a task of creating your own comic, and these two get to talking, and Tyler's kind of worried about coming up with like a plot. I mean, he can draw, but coming up with a storyline is kind of confusing for him. And Emmy says she'd be pretty good at that. And they decide, hey, why don't we see if we can collaborate? So they end up creating the comic together for this class project, which is also a potential prize that they could win too. And now when you're reading the story, you get, like I said, it's like a book within a book. You've got the story told from Tyler's perspective, which these little sporadic little bits of art with a lot of text in it. And then when you get to Emmy's parts, you'll see the artwork completely changes. It says at the beginning, not that you really need the heading because you can tell when her stories come in because the artwork is completely different. And then you also get the comic that they're writing You'll see that come up in a totally different art style. Let's see if I can find an image of it. Oh, here we go. Kind of along this lines. And you'll see both Emmy's drawings and storyline and Tyler's storyline. So there's multiple perspectives, multiple stories kind of going on here. But I really liked it. It's definitely a lot about friendship and peer pressure and fitting in and realizing there's more to a person than just one thing. It's kind of like Invisible was before. They're not just the label that people assign to them. They're not just the jock or the artist or whatever. And yeah, I just really, really enjoyed it. I love the artwork. I love the way the story was told. So I kind of really want to track down these other ones that are in the series. So I don't have much else to say. I'm not going to read another one again today. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to start my next one, which I forgot to get back. Okay, I decided I'm going to start with Pepper Page Saves the Universe, first in a series of this one as well, and I'll tell you more about it tomorrow. But filming these things, it's kind of challenging. It makes you really realize how much I'm missing a tripod for this camera, because right now you're actually sitting inside a drawer. That's the only place I can find where I could get some sunlight and prop this thing up someplace. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Sorry, there's not a whole lot to film and I'm kind of stuck in the house. But just making them quick and just kind of wanted to talk about some of these great graphic novels that I've come across. So I really enjoyed this one. I highly recommend it if you're looking for just a really light, fun read. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. That is one gorgeous sunset.